Hey everybody, this is Buddha Ninja and we're here with another video. I put out a couple videos on a couple ships, the ITDDX and the Bora. And so we're going to talk about another ship that kind of joined the rank circuit, and it's the Shiloh. So I think it's worthy to talk about. I mean, is it good? What's good about it? And what kind of equipment maybe you should put on it. So we're going to take a look at it, go over a little bit of the stats, we'll probably take it out once, talk about it, and that'll be it. All right, so let's look at it. Okay, so the durability of the Shiloh is very good, 533. 100,000. It is very high. It can take hits if you know what you're doing. The speed is 27.3, which for a cruiser, that's booking. You're very lucky. It maneuvers pretty good. The view range, it could be a little better, but you know, the ship's a darn good ship, so we're not going to complain on little things. The recon data I wish was a little 1 point higher, but it's not, so that's fine. What I normally try to run on the Mako is a little bit like a spam, because it's only a ×2 missile slot and you have two of them. It's kind of hard to try to get a ×1 missile, through. So it's a little easier to get a consistent missile. So I go with the double Makos. Sometimes I'll throw let's see here, this DF-12. You notice the speed is 524, which is almost like the Mako. It's pretty close. The Mako is 544. So it's easier to use that nuke with it, but it still doesn't land consistently. It's almost like it's just better to run double Makos and you're firing, 4 missiles each for a total of 8. It seems to work a little bit better. A lot of people are hating on the Din Chow. I still like it. I don't mind the recharge time, because for me, I'm firing the Makos, I'm firing the grenade launcher, the Din Chow gets fired after all that, and then by then the Makos are already recharged, I'm firing those, and then I'm firing the grenade launcher, and then I gotta maneuver a little bit, and by the time all that happens, the Din Chow is ready to go again. So, and the Din Chow for some reason seems to be more accurate, I find, shooting long range and not going into close-up mode. I changed the grenade launcher between the Pinka, the YS3. Sometimes I'll use this one. Every once in a while I'll throw this HIMARS on, or I'll throw the RBU 10,000 on. But if I'm going to spam things, I kind of like that this has the no flare on it. I normally like to take the Pinka because of the cruiser's high hit points. The Pinka is what you want when you're in a close-in battle. As a matter of fact, we're just going to go ahead and use the Pinka, because the Pinka also stops them from shooting you. So if you're hitting them with the Pinka and they're firing missiles, the missiles never come out. So that is one good thing. If you're going to be a brawler, that Pinka is really worth it. It's hard to use if you're used to the other ones, but for me, you just gotta keep tapping it or keep your finger on it. I'll fire a couple burst off and then fire the Makos and then fire the guns, and then I'll go back to firing it. So for me, it works. The helicopter is the Z-20J. It's comparable to the Sea Comanche for me. I mean, the Sea Comanche fires, I think, 6 torpedoes. This only fires 2, I believe, or 4, 2, and it's the same amount of damage. So it's cheaper, and the torpedoes do about the same damage. So, of course, we got the AFGS autocannon to stop any of those torpedoes coming with us. We got double Alcas, and the reason I'll run double Alcas is because the Shiloh does come with the Rim 162. So I do have a missile if the need arises. So it's one of these ships you can kind of run double lasers on, and it helps it be a brawler a little bit. Hopefully, when I run it, you'll be able to see it in brawl action. Yeah, I don't think there's any other thing. I mean, you can put the Monarch on it because it's a time 2's cannon. It's going to make everything. So I like the Din Shao, like I said before, but it's also times 2. So I'm getting 4 shots off with my cannons, and for me, that's awesome. I think that's going to be it. Yeah, I don't see anything else we need to talk about. So why don't we go ahead and we'll go play a quick game of domination, show you how it kind of does. The Shiloh is really good because it comes with 4 consumables. So it does healing, it does flares, it does missile damage reduction, and it does speed boost. So your Shiloh's almost doing 27 knots, I think it's 26.5. It's almost doing 27 knots. Then you hit that speed boost, you're doing 30 knots as a cruiser, so you can get to the middle spots quicker than anybody else, unless it's a hovercraft or one of the speedboats. But all of a sudden, you're like a little mini freaking battle cruiser, or even in this game, cruisers are kind of just like battleships to me. So even in this one, watch, we're going to start off. Look at this. We're already at 26 knots within 2 seconds of turning it on. It is kind of, it doesn't seem like it goes as fast as you're going. I don't know why some ships seem that way. Like, you'll be going fast, but it seems like you're going slow. But, you know, I'm sure it has to do with maneuverability or just something. It could just be the way the ship is designed, how wide it is or something, and it just, the waves react different, so it looks like it's going faster. Who knows? Alright, we're going to launch our submarine. Oh, great. That little helicopter wants to pick on us, yet my Alcas are going to kill it. That's why I use double Alcas, because anything that's fired at me is definitely going to die. So, oh, look at that little sweet pea over there. You see how I just alternated everything, and look how much life he went. I just alternated through my weapons, never had to worry about it. This is why this ship is so good. So, on this map, it's normally good now. It's common practice to go ahead and go towards the enemy base. Leave A alone. The reason that being is when you die, you start closer to it anyway, so you might as well just go for the fight. So we're going to try to cut inside of this guy right there, so he doesn't get an angle on us, and we're going to come fight this dude. Because he's out here by himself, and if I can fight him, I didn't recharge my grenade launcher. If I can fight him before people lock onto me, we'll see though. Doesn't look like he's going down too quick, so. But like I said, this ship is a brawler, so. See? I mean, we're just taking damage after damage, and then you kind of start to look around to see what's going on, and then you're dead. So, you know, that's the name of the game. If you're scared to die, you shouldn't be playing the game. That's how I look at it. We are going, you know what, we're not, normally I suggest going to A after you die. We're not going to, because there's already, ooh. Actually, we are going to go, because he's going to be by himself over there, and I think that's a landing ship or assault landing craft, and I doubt he's a good player because he's playing that. So, and to be honest, I think that's a bot anyway. So, whoever's coming is going to just tear him up anyway. So, we're going to go over here, support him, destroy whatever comes near him, and try to hold A as long as we can, and decide if we want to stick our nose out or if we want to just shoot up the middle. I don't know what we're doing, but C's getting attacked right now, so I kind of felt like I should have stayed up there. Defend C. So I said defend C, and it comes out defense C, so, you know. And my helicopter's already attacking him, so he won't be there much longer. See how this Shiloh's just tearing him up. He doesn't stand any kind of chance. We kept that landing assault person alive. People want to... Who thinks they're... Oh, it's that helicopter. He thinks he's... Oh, no, it's not a helicopter. It's a boat. Okay. Of course, we lost C, so we're going to just go ahead up, come this way, and see if we can take B. And if not take B, provide enough. Ooh. Like, you don't want to fight a Shiloh unless you're a battleship or something. Something that can just take the punishment the Shiloh can deal out. It's almost unfair. Look at that. That was like almost just not even fair. Like, I almost feel bad for doing that. He drove by him and never let up, and he was like pooping his pants and didn't know what to do. Poor guy. Maybe I'll send my crew back towards him and throw him a dinghy or something. Because look, he didn't even come back. He just like logged off the game. He said, I'm not fighting no more. It's over. We're down by over 100 points. So this should be interesting. Look at this. Like, my teammates are all hiding behind rocks. They're all scared. I'm sailing in enemy territory. You know? But that's what we do on the Shiloh. We're fast. We brawl. We love. Like, we're like hippie warriors. I don't know what to tell you on the Shiloh. That's the kind of crew I got. Oh, they're mad. They're sending stuff. What are they sending? Helicopters? Airplanes? I don't know what they're sending. But anyway, that was the Shiloh. We did lose. But you did get to see me use the Shiloh, run around, kicking some butt, blowing people up. We were first on our team. We're going to take a look at the weapons just to see what happened. So we ran double Makos. They both landed pretty close to the same. I mean, one fired 44 times and one fired 36. I don't know how that happened, but hey, I believe you. But we almost got 600. Well, we got over 600. Almost 700,000 just off of the two Makos. That's why I use Makos. They're just consistent. The Dun Chow, 22 of 28 hit for 79% and almost 500,000 in damage. Almost as much as two Makos. The Pinka, it landed 70%, which is pretty good since you notice I didn't go into snipe mode at all. I just free-handed it and I still did almost 300k damage with that. The AFGS, we didn't have too many torpedoes launched at us, or this would just be way more damage. Normally it does like 700,000 damage. The Alcas both did 70% damage, so they were pretty much tearing up everything, and everything else the rim picked up. it fired 102 times, but this accuracy stat doesn't count because the Alka, once they get involved, it fired the missile and hit nothing, but that's because the Alka got there first. Really, what I used the Alkas to destroy missiles, chew anything coming in at me. I pretty much used the rim to attack helicopters and whatever else while my Alkas are busy. Seems to work that way. My Z-20J, my submarine killer, it did 91,000. I launched 2 of 3, so we only lost it twice. So, not too bad. Not perfect, but I mean, we weren't really in that many brawls, so. But I hope you enjoyed that video. It was, I think, a good demonstration what the Shiloh can do, how it can run all over the map, how it can sit there and take on ships. It can protect the ship next to it by engaging non-stop spam to anything near it. And we got to go take over the enemy's base while they were beating up on my teammates, and my teammates were scared hiding behind islands. So that was awesome. If you have any suggestions on any videos, if you have any disagreements or anything, please leave a comment. Let me know what's up, what I can correct, what I can make better. That's what we're here for. I make these videos not for anybody but my love to help people. So I hope you find it interesting and like it. Maybe you'll recommend it to somebody. So have a great day.